begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
No. 319. You ready? Sit. He's checking. Crash. Jump out. Go to 50. Hey, you block over.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Now Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Box it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Spinning past him. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right there, 56.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
All day, just like that.
Alert! Hey, 59!
After the run, Watson going to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. Third down here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Tackle. Kill.
Alert!
From the 50, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Fourth down, so Trevor Daniel on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 16, Rodgers. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Denver.
18. Get this one. Come out. 80 weapons. Set. Check three.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, McCaffrey. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. 44 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jack Doyle taking it in. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Watson now to throw. It's complete to Williams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
19. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they act.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Forced out to his left. And the coverage terrific terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down.
Reset. 19. Check 56. I got wide.
Throwing again is Watson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded inside the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On second and 12, Rodgers. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers. That's out to his running back, Fournette. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Aaron Rodgers. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and it is 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Watson. And that's incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Tariq Cohen. Incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the cover.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Watson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The 30, past the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Green 18. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charlie.